We are already having fun together.
Yes, I love
We are already recording here. And today I have a special guest who I will be meeting together so we can talk about relationships.
yeah.
Milayo, as I call her, but I said that way because I speak Spanish, but it's Milay, right?
Yes.
Yes, Milay. For the ones that speak English, I was allowed to say Milayo.
Yes. Yes. You were. Forever, you can call me that. Yeah.
So we are here together, and we thought that relationships is always something that everybody needs to know about, because we all have these conflicts and we don't know where they come from or why they are happening to us, and we don't know how to resolve them, and we all need tools.
Yes.
So Milayo, she's got amazing tools. She does hypnosis and tantric body work, and she coaches people, couples in sacred sexuality.
Yes.
And I do something called family and systemic constellations. So we're going to be talking about how all of these tools can help people who is looking to have or to experience a healthy relationship, right?
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
So, Milayo, do you want to introduce yourself and talk a little bit about what is it that specifically you do with couples?
Yes. Yes. Thank you first for having me, Maya Dari. This is a wonderful experience. And I just want to let everybody know that I actually received her constellation service and on the spot in the middle of a relationship conflict. And she brought tremendous healing to myself and my partner. So if you all have any questions about whether or not she's doing the work, the answer is yes. So tap in and tune into that love frequency that she's riding. She's riding high on the wave. Okay? So you're welcome. It's the truth. So I have been committed to service for the past 16 years, working with people to release a lot of pent up sexual energy, frustration, release false beliefs and constructs around their body, their body image, their sexual orientation, and the like. And so that's how the work came to me. People would come and say, I feel like I want to be with a woman, but I have a husband. I'm like, or I'm having issues with my erections. And these were massage clients, right? Just therapeutic massage. And I'm like, well, I think I know what to do. Okay. So I started to use different modalities to address all of the different issues that people were bringing to me. And that is how my work began. And after that, I became a holistic health consultant, got into the ways to heal with herbs and plants and understanding the body more. And I became a hypnotist. I figured I wanted to be a one-stop shop. I wanted anyone who came to me for services to be able to get mind, body, and spirit addressed by me. So that was really how the work began. And I really love plugging people into numbers. Numerology is like my number one tool in terms of using a science that is undeniable, because it's just about energy, and numbers are everywhere. So it's a very easy read for people to be able to connect to and identify. So I can tell people about compatibility just based on the day they were born or the first letters in their name, And so when I get with a couple, I can develop strategies around how to relate based on just letters in their name or the day they were born. Yes, it's a beautiful work. I love it. And then, of course, I support them with their sex lives. I help them get a little bit nastier, clean but nasty, whatever that means.
Get out of the frame.
Yes. So that's what I do.
Beautiful. Well, so there you go. We have here an amazing healer, or two amazing healers.
Cool. Come on.
Some credits.
Yes. We're going to talk about biocentric relationships.
We have a topic today, and it's going to be biocentric relationships.
Yeah.
People will be like, and what is that? I've never heard of that, right? Well, that's what we are here for today. This is a subject that people probably haven't seen things from this angle.
Right.
Because there is a tendency to feel that when you have a relationship, you become one.
Yeah.
But I don't see it that way. Or the biocentric principle doesn't see it that way. And I like explaining this biocentric concept because it gives you a different way to relate to your loved one. And it's a healthy way also because we are not one, we are two, but we have a space for both of us. So I made a drawing for people to understand what the biocentric concept is. And this is my drawing. Da-da-da-da. Let me see. So if you see it, I made a blue circle and a red circle that is not so circle, but it is a circle. And so let's say that this is a man or one of the partners. We're not gonna say man or wife or I mean, man or woman, because it could be anybody in this relationship. This is one and the other one is this one here. And the concept here works based on this person is got all of this space, all of these situations, purpose, things that belong to his life. That's his own system. Let's put it this way. And this other part, the same thing. It's got their own things, right? Tools and issues and things to resolve and purposes and all sort of areas of your life are on each of these circles. So when these two meet, some people tend to think that we are merging, but we don't merge. Actually, we just do this concept. In a healthy relationship, each of these has one part, but the middle is where they meet. And so we were talking today about staying in your own center. And when you get to that middle space, which is sacred because it's where you commit to the relationship, then you should be ready to be in that center. Instead of just getting into that middle place, which is sacred, with all of your issues or with all of your situations, and you come here to this sacred space and then conflict happens.
Yeah.
So we need to take care of our own circle, our own perspectives, thoughts, issues, right? So when I get in the middle, this sacred space is to enjoy my relationship. Sounds easy, right?
Everyone who's watching is saying easier said than done.
Exactly. It is true. It is easy to say it, and the practice part is the one that takes a lot of responsibility.
Yes.
Most of it is I have to assume my own emotions, my thoughts, my perspectives, my issues before getting into that sacred space.
Yes.
That's some work. That needs some work. Requires for you to say, I'm not in my center. I'm not aligned in this moment. I should not get into that sacred space. Because this middle part should be for both parts the most delicate, fragile, and beautiful treasure to take care of.
Yes. Yes.
And we forget that.
Yes. We do.
Yes. So the thing here then is that you need to yourself to take care of yourself before getting in here, in that middle place. And the tool that I usually offer is family constellations, because we have many roots in my own circle that are like pulsing, and that I'm trapped into those, because those are ancestral memories, for example, that I'm repeating, like repetitive patterns, for example, or my own perceptions of what things should be, or my own beliefs, or my emotions that I haven't been able to heal, my wounds from childhood that I haven't been able to heal. That when I come into this sacred place, right, in the middle, I'm expecting the other one to somehow help me resolve it, or to do something about it. And the other one is not for that. And this place in the middle is not for that. Each of us should take responsibility for your own thing, whatever
Yes.
it is.
Yes.
What do you think about it, Milayo?
I think woo. Woo. I totally agree with that those principles and the concept. I will say that in my own personal experience, that is extraordinarily challenging, but that's what the work is. Because like one of my very popular programs is called I Am in Love with Me.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a 30-day intensive coaching program that takes women usually, but I've done a few men, through a journey where they really get to see what makes them tick. Guess that they do shadow work, they're looking into their triggers, they're looking at what makes them happy. You know, what is it even like to love them is a question. You're like, how do people who get to love you or experience your love, what do they have to say? You know, and working through boundaries and all of that stuff, all the things that you would be doing in your larger circle in preparation for what happens when you get in the middle.
Yes.
I know that we have this tendency to look outside, right? To look outside for love and acceptance and validation and saving, rescuing, right? Deliver me, deliver me. And that presents a lot of challenges and a lot of issues because we use each other as lay therapists or lay coaches. You know, I'm here, I'm with you, you get to see everything that other people don't. So I need you, as these things arise, to fix them with me, for me, or something. Maybe love it away.
Yes.
And the only one who can do anything with that is you. You know, it takes a really thorough, detailed look inside. That's
Yes.
that's what this all is all about. And so I love the idea of biocentric relationships because it's tantric, even if
It
you
is.
think about it,
It is.
right? It's personal accountability for fostering a relationship with your spirit, your inner being, your source, your creator, that keeps you centered, as you said, right? It keeps you focused. It keeps you happy. It keeps you happy for you. It keeps
Yes.
you creating, you know? And from that place, and we are human beings. We're stars, you know, in these bodies, those who recognize that they are. But even stars get dimmed sometimes, you know? And so it's not the
Yes.
expectation that you're always like, oh my God, everything's perfect and love is moving through my life. Although it is always moving through your life. Sometimes you don't really recognize it. Sometimes you don't really feel it. You don't really connect, but it's your responsibility to do that. You know, that's what it is in that circle. And then they're in their circle. It's like, you know, I know what to tap into to make myself feel better. I have the life jacket, my own life
Yes.
jacket. I have my life preserver, and I'm going to put it on. I'm going to stay afloat. Hey, I'm doing well. Are you doing well? Okay, good. Let's get together and be well together.
Exactly. That's a really good point. And this is something that I want to talk a little bit here, is that the other one comes into your life because you are giving to yourself love. It's like, I don't know how to say it, but it's like, I love myself through you. Let's put it this way.
Mm-hmm.
And the only way to be able to love myself through you is because I'm loving myself first.
Right.
And then the other one comes, and if the other one is there or not, I still feel comfortable and happy and at peace with myself. So the other one only adds happiness to your life. And that's what I'm talking about when you get to that middle place. It's only for that, to enjoy, to have fun, to experience each other in all senses, right? But when we bring our big circles, large circle inside that small place, there's no room for it. It's too much. It's too much that the only way for us, not only to be aware of what I'm thinking or feeling at the moment, but I need to go and heal that. I need to take care of those issues, because it's not enough to understand what happened to me in the past, but it's also doing something about it, taking some actions to change, to heal those wounds, for example, from childhood.
Yeah.
To heal my system, because we have ancestors, mom and dad, and if we haven't been able to forgive what happened in the past with them, then we are doing it the same as them somehow, or in a different way, but kind of the same thing.
Sure.
Right? Not the same, but similar. And eventually, if it doesn't happen to us, it will happen to our descendants, because that's how the unresolved memories of the ancestors, go transgenerationally.
Yeah.
And so we need to not only be aware of it, but we need to take some action to change that. And the tool that I offer is related to that. We need to not only understand, but we need to feel that change.
So important.
So important. And the only way to fulfill those gaps that we feel that we are expecting the other one to fulfill is by healing those memories from our past and from our ancestors. Those two are the most important ones. Then, because most of the conflicts and all of the other things that happen to you related to sexuality, to money, to anything is all related to that, to the past.
Yes.
Bottom line. So we want a sacred space to enjoy with my loved one. Then I should take care of that space by doing something about me first.
Yes.
But when I enter in this temple, it's a temple for us to love each other, and to love myself.
Yes.
Through the other one.
Yes. Agreed. Namaste.
Namaste. Oh my God, I'm so happy to be here with you, sister.
Me too, for sure.
We have a lot of things to share, so we will be coming often, hopefully.
Yes. Oh
Yeah.
We're going to be partners in this thing. Absolutely.
Definitely, because you have so much to give, and I not only have constellations, I have also many other tools that I haven't, been able to talk a lot because I'm so focused on this part, that we can, integrate all of these tools and give them for people to start having those possibilities to move into healing, changing, transformation, whatever it is that your situation needs. Because each of us has a different situation to resolve, different issues, different wounds, different ancestral roots, different, name it. Our system had different situations, not only the memories from our ancestors, but from the whole humanity.
Yes.
Because if we go back to the past, right, and all what's happening is still happening in a different way. And we need to recognize what it is that is happening to each of us so we can change. We can take responsibility of that, identify it, recognize it, heal it, transform it, so we can really grow.
Yes.
And when we grow, we can meet in this temple to love. Otherwise, we get into the temple looking for love, and that's not the place to look for love. That's the place to share love.
Yes. Agreed.
Yes.
I agree. I have a really cool story.
Yes, sure.
That I feel is just a lot of synchronicity. I definitely live a life guided by synchronicities. And I just came from a beautiful state park here, and met an
Where?
elder.
Where? Because everybody's gonna be
oh,
wondering.
oh, so sorry. I'm in Georgia. I'm in Dawsonville, Georgia, an hour and a half outside of Atlanta. And I came to a park called Amicalola State Park that has a beautiful waterfall. It's gorgeous, and not just gorgeous, but extremely healing. The energy there. I saw a hummingbird. I haven't seen a hummingbird in Georgia in 10 years. Okay, a hummingbird.
Those are blessings.
Yes, a butterfly landed on my foot, on our feet. It just like wanted to bless us all on our left foot. You know, goddess blessings. We received that. I saw a snake in the water, which, you know, these are all very feminine energies. The mother spirit was very present there. But because you just mentioned the past several times, and there was an elder who was very, very, very spry with a lot of energy. His name was Orlando. And
I live in Orlando.
I told him that. I said, I'm going to be doing an interview with someone who lives in Orlando. He went to Disney World, Orlando. I don't know which one is in Orlando. Is it World or Land?
Yes, yes.
He went there on opening day. The first day it opened, he was there, and they let him in for free. Him and his 3 children. So he was talking about his name being Orlando, that he was born in Venezuela, and he moved to Miami, and then he told his family, let's go to Orlando because it's named after me. and he's just 84, but he goes to this park 3 days a week. The hikes are very strenuous, okay? 175 steps up, and an incline that's probably a mile long, and he walks it 3 times a week. And he just blessed my life with a message about the past. And he said, do not forget the past. He said, everyone wants to forget the past and just look at what's happening now. But the past is what created now. And he said, you can't. And I knew that was a solid ancestral message to go back and continue to go back to retrieve the parts of myself that are back there that I need to sort out, fix, put love into, so that my future can look the way that I really desire it to. And so I mean, he gave me a paper. He said God woke him up one day and said, serve his people. And he needed to go serve the poor people that the church would not allow into the church. It's a beautiful, beautiful story. And he gave me this paper that had he called it like a theogram, but it looks kind of like a family seal that has all of this symbolism on it that just blessed my life. I left this man and I sat at the water and cried. Like my heart just opened up in total gratitude for the connection to life, you know? And I'm like, Orlando, South America.
I can feel your energy coming from that place. Yes. And you know what? Something that you're saying, and a part of the story that you're sharing, there is a quote, I believe it's from Napoleon Bonaparte, that says, those who don't know their past are condemned to repeat
it. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. This is true.
There you go. That's something that we want to share in the future. Yes. I like, we will be talking about how to transcend those memories from the past, because that's very important. That's the only way to recreate our destiny.
Amen.
With our relationships, so we can do it differently, right? Even with our health and our finances, because everything that is in the past that wasn't resolved is affecting our present and what we want to manifest.
Yes.
So
Agreed.
wow, I'm enjoying the sunset
The
there.
sunset. You see the change?
I'm sure everybody that is watching this is enjoying the sunset there. It's so beautiful.
Let me show you
And
all some of the sky here. It is pretty
yeah,
gorgeous right now. Yeah, it's beautiful.
wow, how amazing.
Yeah.
Well, I'm so glad that we got to get together and that we got to bring these words for people to share
Yeah,
this wisdom. We have hearts willing to share
definitely.
what we have here,
Mhm.
and whoever is willing to listen and to take it, we're just delivering and we don't know who's gonna take it, but we're doing our part.
Yes, yes, for sure, for sure.
Yes, so thank you, Milay, for being here and for
You're welcome.
sharing nature with us, and we are getting fulfilled from that energy too.
Yeah, good.
And for your wisdom and for being present. And we're sending everyone here who's watching blessings and love and healing.
Yes.
And we'll see you next time around with another subject. But
I
remember,
would.
today it was all about, and it is all about biocentric love.
Yes, 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 yes. And I would love to show you all just the view of the sunset in closing because it's the sky. If you can see it, it's just remarkable. From where I am, it is a gorgeous, gorgeous bit of magic.
It is magic. Thank you for
Yes,
sharing the magic
you're
that the universe
welcome.
give us every day. We
Every
just
day.
need to see it sometimes because we get so busy.
So busy. Yes.
But the magic is all the time happening when we get to connect with it. No, no
Yes.
matter where we are, even if we are enclosed
Mm-hmm.
at home, magic is all the time happening for us. We just have to, keep watching because it's there for us.
It is. It is. And you all can pull over on the side of the road and tap into the magic too.
Exactly. The synchronicity of the universe is always talking to you in your
Yes,
favor, in our favor.
for sure. For sure.
Yes, yes. Well,
Thank you for having me.
thank you, Milay. I'm so happy that we got to make it,
Yeah.
and that we will be able to make it often to
Yes.
bring more subjects of
Sure.
healing and transformation for relationships.
Yes. 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 Talk with
Great
you all
subject.
soon. Have a wonderful evening.
You
Thank you.
too. Thank you.
Okay. Mwah.
Oh, wait. Do you have a website so you can share? People can go
Oh,
to your website or your social media,
social
something where
media.
people can find you?
Yes, for sure. You all can find me. I am Milayo Negesti. That's spelled Milayo Negesti. Those are two separate words. So that's my whole name on Facebook or Instagram. Instagram, you can also find me with at What Would Milayo Say or Dr. Milayo Negesti. So if you type in any of those, I'll pop up and you can get in touch with me by inboxing me or sending me a DM. I book all of my sessions through there. I do my consultations through social media as well. It works so well, so easy. So yeah, you can find me there.
Awesome. Thank you. So I'm going to add in comments.
Okay.
I'm going to add your information. And we also want to invite you, if you have questions, comments, or things that you say, what about this? Or how do I resolve that? Or I'm having this issue, what can I do? Or I'm not able to see what's happening to me. So you can just write here on comments, and we can, next time we speak, we can take your situation and talk about it. What about that?
I would love that. That's my favorite.
Awesome. Yes, beautiful. So you can find me at mayadaridelsol.com. And I will be bringing a journey to the soul pretty soon. I'm just like saying soon. I believe maybe by September, we're going to be launching. And it's a 7-step journey to the soul where we will be able to understand how is it that we are so connected to the past and how we can transcend that past. So saying that, we'll see you next time around, sending blessings and love and healing to all. Thank you for being here.
Yes. Yes.